our Bookish obsession. We are going to see Me and Earl and the Dying Girl.
Yes, we're very excited.
We are. We both read the book. We both read the book. I just finished it like a week ago, which is why we haven't seen it yet. Yes. We are very excited. We are at cinema.
Yes.
And here we go. We'll tell you our thoughts after the movie. See you later.
So we just came out of the movie and we watched it.
We did. We watched it. I enjoyed it. In one way, I enjoyed it better than the book because I felt emotional in it. It's very different than the book. I'd say the beginning hour is similar, and then from that point on, it differs. And I was kind of like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. But then we found out at the end that
Jesse Andrews wrote the screenplay.
So the same dude that wrote the book wrote the screenplay, and because it differed in the screenplay, knowing that like he wrote it though, and that was his, makes me feel like, okay, so this is where what else he wanted to tell in the story. Like
how the book is part like screenplay or script, it transfers that way. I don't know. We like Earl. I like Earl.
I love Earl. Earl is was my favorite part of the book originally, and he is one of the best parts of the movie.
I wanted more Earl.
There could have been more Earl. And it's weird because I felt like we got to identify with Rachel more, which I didn't feel like we got to almost at all in the book. And I feel like we got less of Greg and less of Earl. So it was a weird kind of flip. I love the dude that played Earl. I think he played Earl to like a T. Like that was that was Earl. The actor that played Greg, I don't know his name, but he is just fantastic. There's an entire scene between Rachel and Greg that is one shot.
That was
it's at least 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
And I realized at the end of it that it was one take, and that they just pulled so much out of themselves to tell the story. It fleshed out the characters a little bit more than I think the book did for me. And I don't identify with everybody very well. I identify with Greg, kind of, but I think the movie did a really good job of making us see it and seeing Rachel's decline even more, and making that an emotional thing, and that connection that I kind of felt missing in the book of that connection to Greg, even when he was emotional about it. I was like a little this isn't pulling at me at all.
Yeah.
The movie did.
The book, I felt like wasn't supposed to be emotional. This is a cancer book, but it's not a cancer book. It's not The Fault in Our Stars, and it's not supposed to make you laugh and cry, but at the same time it does.
Want to at the end, though. I felt like at the end I wanted something emotional to kind of hit me. Not
in the
even
book or the movie?
In the book.
Yeah.
Just even a little bit, because I feel like it would have given some more character to Greg and Earl and Rachel. So I think the movie did a really good job. It's kind of in the same way that Fault in Our Stars, the movie made me like the book characters even more so. Because Augustus wasn't as pretentious in the movie as he is in the book, and Hazel, the way that the actors played the characters, the way they interpreted them, added to the characters even more so than what I got from the book. It just increased it.
I liked Greg in the book better in the movie. I felt like in the book, because it was from his perspective.
Right.
So it was more, this is not how he was feeling necessarily, because in the movie, we're not in his brain obviously, but we see how he feels and how he relates to others.
And he's narrating over it, so in some cases you are, but I felt like I knew the Greg from the book. I don't know if I feel like I knew the Greg in the movie. I feel like if I hadn't read the book, I would have enjoyed it, but I don't think I would have felt as much connection with Greg. But having read the book, I think this is one of those movies where you honestly have to read the book. Not that you have to read it to appreciate the movie, but they add to each other
so much.
And I feel like the movie without the book wouldn't be as good, and the book without the movie wouldn't be as good either. And Jesse Andrews is apparently amazing at both writing a book and writing a screenplay, because that was really well done.
Rachel, I felt like like you said, we got a lot more of her perspective and her emotion.
And I don't know if that was screenplay wise or just the actress that played her was doing such an incredible job. It was nice because in the book I was like, yeah, she's dying of cancer, but give me more. I need more.
Movie, we saw it. We saw her having cancer.
That was
and there's this one part where Greg is always continually coming to see Rachel, and we see every different days him coming, and sometimes Rachel is happy and sometimes she's sad, sometimes she wants to talk, sometimes she doesn't.
I feel like I like the book's ending a little bit better. Things happen at the end of this movie that do not occur in the book. In one way, I like how the wrap-up in the book includes Earl more. I think that was a really poignant moment in the book with Earl is when he's like, I have to choose to make the decisions that are good for me, and I need to be making these life choices, and I care about my family. And for me, that was a big part of Earl in the book, was seeing his family and the the way that they lived and the way he wanted to get out of it. But overall, I think a good adaptation. It's unique. The book is very unique, and the movie is very unique.
Yes.
And
I didn't cry. Anna cried.
you didn't cry?
No.
Oh.
The way that the final scene where he's showing her the movie, and we know that they're friends, and I like one of my favorite parts about the book and the movie is that they're friends and they're not romantically friends. The book and the movie is like, if this was a romantic, sappy love story, this would happen.
This would be happening.
But it didn't.
And then it doesn't.
And then it doesn't. Part of me obviously like, oh, we all want the love story to happen and they live happily ever after, even if like one of them dies. But they're friends, caring for one another in that. Even though at the beginning, Greg's mom forced him to go hang out with Rachel, I think by the end, like, they're friends that he like hung
He's
out
not as
with her.
off-putting in the movie as he is in the book, in the way of being like as self-deprecating. I mean, he still is, but not to the level in the book where it was almost difficult to connect with him.
You were saying, let's Earl and Rachel.
Right, because then they had some really awesome moments together. Because like being in in Greg's head in the book, and like when they're tripped out on marijuana, and the whole conversation is happening, we got some really awesome Earl Rachel moments and that was really, really moving. And even though they occurred in the book, like again, because we're not constantly in Greg's head in the movie, we are, but like we're getting to see everything else that's happening, whether he's tripping out or not. So ridiculous. The actor that played their teacher,
he was
his
awesome.
real name, I just know he's Shane from The Walking Dead, and he's in Fury.
And he's like, fact, respect the research.
Yeah. Just added some very emotional
twists in there.
Twists into it that were just kind of unexpected.
Right, and I think it's part of that emotion came from how they filmed it.
Absolutely.
Just the shots and the screen and the walking and the camera shots was definitely
it was almost like a handheld camcorder was recording, and there's lots of movement. It's again one of those like
it's artful.
You're watching an indie type of film, but it was very like you can tell the thought that they put into it. And even when Greg is talking to Earl about making the film, and Greg is in the doorway and Earl's outside, it's a shot of both, it's very well done.
Yeah. Cinematography.
I was like, what is the word? I'm like, they did a really good job of making it a very intimate movie, just kind of how the book is a very intimate, but they also gave it emotional
and funny.
Always funny. The book is funnier than the movie.
Yes, definitely.
I almost feel like they were like, okay, we have to cut down more of the inappropriate stuff, which
or else it would be R.
But two, it was almost as if they decided to cut down on some of the more funny moments that happened in the book, because I feel like I was cracking up every page in the book, and I laughed, and again, like the first hour of the movie, and then the last hour of the movie was not happiness.
It was like
right. But I would encourage everyone, like, if you read the book, go see the film.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Like, go see it. If you haven't read the book, go see the film. It's good.
It's only in select theaters. Like, we had to come not to the theater by our house.
We did not go to the closest theater. We went on a hike. We went on a journey.
Yes, a journey.
Yeah, overall, really good. Go see it.
Yeah.
Jesse Andrews.
Good job.
All right, bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed our discussion of me and Earl and the Dying Queen. I'll be uploading a book haul soon. Very soon. Probably.